Okay, I was trying to wait for some people to get to sleep, but oh well. But hey, I can splice now. This is kind of how I originally started with these guys versus these guys. Yeah, I like mixing things up. I don't mind because I consider these kind of official characters. Just like someone asked me months ago. So with that in mind, I tried to make a special deck so I could use waterproof to be able to pull this off. And I kept thinking I needed 6 orange pips, not 4. So I went a little overboard on the bold deck. I might show that off in a minute. But I've gotten this to work. But there's a catch to this. And originally I started off with Brunt and I think Top Shot and Catwalk. What I didn't realize is, okay, now these guys do add up to be 24. The deck I was using is actually like a Megatron that's just kind of a Decepticon bit of a deck to have cards for tanks, thus tanks. Yes, I know it's a water tank, but like I said previously, like 3-4 months ago, that I did that on purpose so I could use tank cards in the battle cards. Now, what I don't know is how to play this guy, because he says enemies bold total and tough total can't be more than 1. Now that I say that out loud, and he never got to be broken up. He was the last character on the field of all things, actually, so I was not able to attach him as his parts in Bart's parts. So I don't know if this is supposed to happen throughout the whole game for every opponent this team is fighting, or if it's only your enemies bold and tough can't be more than 1 when they're fighting Brunt. I tried looking that up and I couldn't find it right off. I'm going to have to look that up. In the meantime, I kind of ignored this except for when he was fighting a specific enemy. Like I said, when you try this solo, Joe is right. This is not a solo game, because if you play by yourself, you can cheat. You can really cheat. You can break all sorts of rules. I mean, you have to be as honest as you can. It is a lot of abilities to keep up with when you're playing, more than just a handful of characters. I mean, think Wave 2 and the Combiners. You have 2 Combiners fighting each other. That's 10 characters in total, and all of their abilities you're trying to keep up with. You're going to miss things. So, let's just show a few of these cards. Okay, this is, getting my glasses out of the way. This is the hand I was using. This is a 50 card deck. Pretty darn sure of it. I had 3 focus fires, 3 fight for positions, 2 tech researches for 3 superior cannons, for bold 4. I had a brainstorm. I thought I had more than 1 flamethrower. There it is. And a couple of primary lasers, escape route, rapid conversion. I knew I had more than 1 brainstorm. And I didn't even get to play a brainstorm. I did get one in my hand, but I never had, enough actions and hardly a hand at all to be able to play multiple actions. Got a couple of zaps, a couple of smoke. I never even got to play smoke throwers. I did get to use this. I did get to use my superior cannon, I think. Backup beam, power sword. Of course, power sword. He cannot go on waterproof because he's not melee. He's ranged. And I did have some draw power here. A pep talk, a testify. Not a whole lot. And I only had peace through tyranny for the double orange pip, and supercharge for bold also. So a whole lot of bold, not a whole lot of armors. I added in the handheld blasters just for the double blue pips. So there's not a whole lot of blue. There is some white sprinkled in for extra flips, which worked. I had bold on some of the other characters, not just waterproof. So, without further ado, let's check this out. Let me show you how this guy works. It worked. I got to use it twice. I can only use it twice because of how I worded this. Let's look at him real quick. Okay, this is his alt mode. If you remember, he's an 11-star character with 0 attack in alt mode, but 4 defense. When flip 4 orange pips, bring in a 6-star or less boat from outside the game to your battlefield with only 3 health under waterproof, and deploy when you next flip. So, got it. Okay, I'm going to talk I'm going to go pretty fast here because originally I had a bold 2 down here on him. I don't remember exactly. I think it was more of a flamethrower other than unflinching courage. But let's just say it's on here for the sake of the show. Shall we? I actually had 3 focus fires in my hand. I played them all at the same time. This was already on him along with another armor that was only gave like a tough or something or other. I don't remember who I was fighting, but I was defending, attacking against somebody. So we have the first 2. 1, 2. And then we have bold 2 for the unflinching courage. Let's put this down here. 1, 2. And yes, deck of 50, 25, or orange cards. Focus fire, focus fire, focus fire. Okay, he has 0 attack. So whatever orange you're going to attack with is your attack. You have to have at least 4 to be able to put another boat 6-star or less under him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. You have the 4. You actually are able to put a boat character in alt mode with only 3 health. So we have Sea-Watch, who I didn't even know was being made at the time, much less even a 5-star character, being able to do this with my own character, with the official character underneath. So there you go. And okay, so nobody knew at that time. Go back and check my video. It was before wave 4. So boom, 1, 2, what'd I say? 4, 8 attack. This is his attack. This is a great attack with just even 0 here. This is a great attack. So, okay, let's say let's do this. Let's say it was Waterproof's turn. He attacked the other team. The other team attacked and damaged, I don't know, let's say maybe even foil. And then it's Stingray's turn. Draw a card, add a card, play cards, whatever. Say I flip him like I would want to in this mode, but I'm going to get to do that here in another video as quick as I can. Wait. Nah. Scratch that. Okay. This side attacked. He was last. The other side attacked. It was their last turn. We all untap. It's now this side's turn. So we flip. When you flip, just like Soundwave, Blaster, or there's someone else, he gets deployed. He is deployed. Have you taken your Dramamine? It's Grillenheimer. Welcome back. We're 10 minutes in. Boom. You have now broken the 25-star rule. You have another Autobot on your team. He only has 3 health, though. So you can go ahead and draw a card, put bold on him, which I actually did. Boom, 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 boom. 4 cards, something added to 3 here, and you're attacking the other team. He can get knocked out pretty easy. You can heal him with medic or whatever. The point is, these guys, he's not a weak character, he's not a strong character, but his action is big. And why can I only do this twice? Because I only have 2 boats that are less than 6 stars. All my other boats are normal, anywhere between 7 to 11. This Dingbot is only a 5-star. The only one I can bring in is Sea-Watch. That's it. And in one game, I was able to bring them both in. They weren't in play at the same time because one of them somebody got knocked out. Okay. The first game I originally had Catwalk, and like I said, Top Shot, and Bryant. This was it. I did ignore his rule just for the sake of testing the other character, which would not have been able to happen at all if he could only have done bold 1 every single turn. It never would have happened. Well, maybe with some double orange pips in there, but I didn't have enough really. And with only 50 cards instead of 40, my chances were slim. So that was just a test run. I ignored Brunt, and boom, boom, boom. So I knew I was playing an actually Decepticon tank kind of deck here. I have 3 minutes. I gotta hurry. So I realized, okay, let's just use Catwalk to where he can pull off his bold 2 for all Autobots, which actually helped about a time or 2. In the meantime, so I have a total of just tanks, 1, 2, and 3. So I was actually able to pull off that action tank card. I can't remember the name off of it. And it was in this game, not the first game, that I realized I had a 1-star battle card in here. There's Hunker Down, Medic, Improvised Shield, Mounted Missiles. I had Mounted Missiles in here and didn't realize it. So, being playing solo, I ignored it. But I still played it. I just ignored the star. They still lost because the second game, Waterproof brought in both boats. I was able to bring in the second boat. I guess I could have brought in Dingbot a second time, I guess. 2 different characters, 1 different character at the very last turn. And Foil got knocked out, and possibly Stingray may have got knocked out too. I can't exactly remember, even though it was just a few moments ago. But they, Dingbot not Dingbot. Yeah, it was Dingbot. He brought in Private Sea-Watch first. Private Sea-Watch got knocked out, and I was able, flip, and eventually I had enough bold on him to be able to bring in another boat, and I brought in Dingbot, who kind of saved the day and knocked out Tote. Tote, again, I don't know how this happens. I guess it's the stealth. Finally, he was the last one to get knocked out. And again, the other Autobot side won. So it works. It's neat.